Today's lesson is about the parable of the laborers, and this is a story that Jesus used to teach the people about grace. You can read this story in Matthew chapter 20, verses 1 through 16, and here it describes how there was a vineyard owner who went out looking for day laborers. He began early in the morning and hired a crew to work for a penny for that day. The vineyard owner went out a few hours later and hired more workers for a penny a day. He went out again and again, hiring more laborers, all the way to almost the end of the workday, where he went out again to hire another crew to work for a penny a day. Now, at the end of the workday, the vineyard owner had all of the pennies to be handed out. He began by paying the last of the crew to join the workforce first. This crew had worked the least, yet they got paid the same amount and were paid before those who were hired earliest in the day. You can probably imagine all of the murmuring and complaining that took place because this seemed really unfair. The vineyard owner asked those early laborers, "Did I not promise you a penny if you worked that day or for the day?" And they confirmed that this is what they agreed to. This parable is a reminder that we are all chosen by grace. None of us deserve God's grace. We have not been good enough to claim God's grace. His grace is a gift that he gives to those who he chooses to work in his vineyard. Accepting the unmerited favor of God on our lives should cause us to understand that God gives grace to whomever he desires to, and that it is his right to do so, not ours. We see Jesus' grace extended to the adulterous woman who was brought to Jesus amidst the crowds by the Pharisees. The Pharisees wanted her to be stoned to death, but Jesus extended grace, saying, "He who is without sin, cast the first stone." This simple statement caused the people to consider their own lives and all of the grace that they had received, instead of being concerned with the grace that Jesus was extending to someone else. I get it. It can seem unfair to see others being blessed with new cars, homes, raises, and the like. You may feel as though you've done more than they have and are more deserving of what you have already received. But I encourage you not to measure your relationship with God and the grace that he has given unto you against what you perceive in another person's life. So today I am reminding you that God's grace is sufficient and we have all been saved by his grace. God bless you.